Hey guys, welcome to the Podcast. We are back like we never left. All right. And we miss you guys. Hopefully you guys missed us too. We're gonna have a nice show tonight, right? Before I jump into the topic, I wanna introduce you this guy. Maybe you guys know him, maybe you guys don't. Dr. G. How's it going, brother?
Mr. Pat, what's going on, my brother?
It's
Hello.
going. It's going.
Hello, guys. My name is Dr. G. For those who don't know, welcome to the Podcast, as Mr. Pat stated. So we are back like we never left, like you said. So we're gonna have a great show for you guys. Let's get into it.
Let's get into it. Before I get into the topic, man, what do you know about the soft guy era? I don't know if you've been on TikTok lately. There's a soft guy era, thing that's going on TikTok right now, bro. Like where the guys are saying the pretty much the exact same thing that the women are saying. Like, they don't want to they don't want to date broke men. Men supposed to have this, supposed to have that. They want a provider. They pretty much, just sit around and enjoy,
You're right.
the ride, not putting any effort. And then this soft guy era guy come around and say like, listen, we're looking for partnership. We're going to go 50-50. They saying that, hey, if you ask me out for a date, you better come pick me up in a nice car. You better have AC in it. And you better pay for it too. And a lot of women are mad about this. Talk about those guys are broke. Quite frankly, they really not. They kind of like throwing the same thing at, these women that are, out here to kind of like, scam men and stuff like that. So what do you think about that, bro?
I mean, to be honest, though, you can't win. In today's society, you cannot win as a man. So as a female, they've been doing it. They know how to do it. So if you confident enough to propose that to a woman, most of them, 90, let me not exaggerate it. So 95% of them gonna deny it because they don't want. No woman like that though. They probably gonna say that I'm a boss lady, I make my own money, but at the end of the day, they don't want to spend it to a guy, on a guy. So I think the soft guy, like you said, so I don't think that's a ideal thing for him to talk about. But hey, it is what it is. In today's society, anything is possible.
So you don't support the soft guy era?
I don't.
Why?
Because it's in our nature, man, for men to be the provider. Cause that's how a woman respect you at the end of the day.
But a lot of men are getting scammed lately, bro. It's not being like in today day and age, right? In today and age, you telling me, you still want to be like a great father, like, the women don't even want to stay home anyways. They're like, yo, I'm not gonna stay home. I'm not gonna be a stay-at-home mom and or whatever, stay-at-home wife type thing.
Yeah.
They don't want to do that. So you still want to like sit there busting your butt, and then they're just sitting there, do whatever the heck they want to do with their money. Is that what you're saying? Because I don't know if you understand, the soft guy era pretty much telling you like, yo, I'm looking for a partnership where I'm with you. We can either go 50-50 on the bill, or the 50-50 doesn't have to be bill, but you providing, in a different aspect where, it could be like you cooking, or you be his safe space, stuff like that. Your provider, aspect could be like, kind of like, I would say, provide him where he can actually go and talk to you, and you support his dream and so forth. So I would say this is what those guys are trying to say, so are you still not supporting that?
I mean, to be honest with you, it's been like that though.
What's been like that?
It's been like that. So where the women provide a certain ways, the guys should provide on a different way, right? The guy's the provider, the woman is the nurturer, stuff like that, right? Vice versa. Where I can serve you, you serve me, vice versa. So it's been like that. The only thing nowadays is that the guys kind of feel mad the fact that some females trying to scam them. Oh, I'm not going to spend on you, but you have to spend that, buy me that bags for $3,000, stuff like that. most guys want to say, F, no, I'm not going to do that unless you do this, you cook for me, you clean. Because most females say, if I make my money, I'm my own boss, I'm not going to clean, I'm not going to cook for you. Like Cardi B said, I don't clean, I don't cook.
But she's actually doing
that's
it.
That's a damn lie, exactly. So it's the same thing. The guys be saying that, but they don't really mean it. They don't want no woman to spend like 50-50. I'm going to give you $10, you give $10. It's not like that. Deep down, we know it's not the way it is. So they just saying it to make the female be aware of what's going on. Whatever you're saying doesn't make no sense. So let me say that just to equate whatever you're saying, like to make it like equally. But deep down, they know that's not the thing though. Because you don't want no woman who doesn't cook, who doesn't clean. But they pay $10, you pay $10. They pay $20, you pay $20. It doesn't make any sense. Right. Everybody provide 50-50 in their own way. As a man, the bill's on me. As a woman, you're gonna cook, you're gonna clean. Simple as that.
Right.
Some female refuse to do it. That's what the guy says, like you said. That's
exactly. Well, I don't think it's some female that refuse. A lot of female nowadays.
Most female, yeah.
We are not talking about like, the OGs. Probably like, Gen Z. I think we Gen Z, right?
Yes, we are.
Gen Z's like us. There's some good Gen Z's out there that still have like the down pack, how to actually be a real partner type thing. But like the new ones, like the 2000s,
2020.
Yo, do you see our new rappers now, bro? You know what? Do you see what they saying, dude?
I don't. I have no clue, by the way.
You know what I mean? Anyways. So I guess this is where those guys are coming from, because those guys are also pretty young. They're like on their like early 20s, and this is what they saying. And a lot of people are coming after them. And a lot of guys are agreeing with them. So,
but to be honest, as I said though, a lot of guys agree with them is because just to support them though. But deep down they know that's not the way it is. The smart man knows that's not the way it is. You said it, I'm supporting you.
So let me ask you this: you wouldn't be in a relationship where your woman is supporting you financially?
That's a great thing, actually. It's good for your woman to.
Then why did you say you don't support? Because the soft guy era, that's pretty much what it is.
But the 50-50 thing is like, I give $10, you give $10. Whatever I give you, you just equate it, or you just.
It's not the 50-50 they talking about is not just financial.
How is it?
It's
the guy's gonna clean too, right?
Yeah, it's like partnership. You know what like when you're in a partnership, it's just like, dude, we support each other in every aspect.
That's how it's been. It's been like that for the longest.
Wait a minute.
Good.
It's no, bro. Like there's some people out there like that actually like talking about how it is for them, how it was for them, how they felt like guys out there saying how they felt like they were being used. A lot of guys are being used.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I guess this is why the movement came out. But we don't want to get too deep into that. Okay. I've been seeing. So Dr. G, your answer is pretty much you're not into the soft guy era. You don't do drizzle. Yo, drizzle. Let me tell you, drizzle is just say, hey, listen.
This is how it is.
This is how it is. Listen, I go ahead. We go on a first date. I pay for that. The second date, you pay for it. Stuff like that. Drizzle. If you see me on a Ferrari, you better buy me some like crazy washes and stuff like that, or buy me. You better like put gas on my Ferrari and stuff like that. That's what those guys have been saying. I think it's funny, honestly.
It is funny.
It's funny, but it's just entertaining. You know what I mean?
That's all it is, though. That's all it is, to be honest. But deep down, we know. If the female knows they don't want that, the men know they don't want that.
Yeah, it's super entertaining though. So your answer is just you don't go by that.
Yeah, they're just doing it for the social media or for the gram or for TikTok, whatever. But deep down, they know the truth.
They know the truth.
Yeah.
All right. So what do we have for the people, Dr. G?
What do we have? What is the topic for today, Mr. Top?
What is the topic for today? What's the topic for today? Guys, any of you guys can come up with a guess what the topic is? Anyways.
They will know. He's on IG.
Anyways, all right. Our topic for tonight goes back. Is it a revealing outfit? Wait, hold on, guys. What am I doing? All right. Is a revealing outfit is a source of female empowerment? There you go. Is a revealing outfit is a source of female empowerment? So that's a topic for today. This was referred by one of our fans, and that fan is a he. So he wanted to know, what of you upon this topic. So without further ado, we're gonna start with Dr. G. He's a co-host for tonight.
Yes,
so Dr. G, what do you have for the people?
As for me, is a revealing outfit of sorts of female empowerment. As for me, I think can vary greatly, depending on personal beliefs, cultural context, or individual perspective, the way people see things. So
All right.
it could varies in multiple ways. Like as I said, so individual belief is the way you, based on your belief, where you came from, stuff like that. And cultural context, like in USA, like any woman can wear whatever they want. Some other places they cannot, like the Iran or Afghanistan, stuff like that. Some female cannot wear certain things. They don't see you the same way, like as a female. And then overall, I think it's like based on individual perspective, like it's the way you see things. You feel me? If you see, and then again, it goes back to how you were raised. You feel me? Where you came from, how female been dressed, and then when you see somebody with the flanks on them, you're like, I don't think that's safe, or I don't think that's normal, because you're not used to it. But in USA, so you go to the gym, you see female are basically with their panties, right?
Yeah, like pretty much naked.
Yeah. So
because you can see everything.
there you go. And the Caribbean, I don't think it's like that. She's starting to be like that because
wait, which part of the Caribbean you talking about? Because my boy,
Jamaica is like, wow, my bad.
I think the whole Cameron is crazy, dude.
Yeah,
like revealing, it's out there.
It's out there. Yeah, you're
You
right.
know?
But
Yeah, that's why I want to tell you, like, culture is also part of it.
it's a big part of it. Yeah.
Revealing, it's part of culture. There's our culture that's like it's part of the culture. It's nothing. It's nothing.
That's why I said it's cultural context. Like it's the way people see things, and then it's where you came from. He can vary. It's depending how your religions, how you see things, stuff like that. That's how I see it, man.
So let me ask you this: Is he like? Do you think it's appropriate because people can wear whatever they want, females or boys and stuff like that? Do you think it's appropriate where a 9-year-old kid is pretty much dressing super revealing? Like, it could be, let's just say like a 9-year-old girl, right? Little girl is dressing super revealing, or 13-year-old. And their parents just let them be out there like that. Do you think it's appropriate? Although that they say like, oh yeah, men are pretty visual, right?
Yeah,
and it could be women too, because it's a new world now.
Yes.
It's a new world. There's no such thing as man or woman. Everybody can do what they do.
I agree.
Do you think it's appropriate where kids are walking around super revealing and the parents are okay with that?
I think it's the autonomy.
Since we're talking about that, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's the autonomy and choice. Like choosing to wear revealing clothing can be an expression of autonomy and personal freedom. It can significantly rejection of traditional norms, or some people do it like just to feel free. You feel me? But other people see like, why would you wear that?
Right.
As you said, men's are visual, right?
Right.
Especially nowadays, some female like you can see basically everything. But when you look at it, they look at you like pervert, or when the whole people or a whole guy look at them, they think that's pervert. But as you said, we all men, we visual, so we gotta look at it.
Yeah.
As long as guys don't touch people, or don't stare too long, obviously. But I know it deep down it's our nature to look. We are visual, as you said. So I think some female do it like that's my choice. But at the end of the day, whatever you wear you know what you're gonna wear before you get out of the house.
Yeah.
You know what you're gonna wear, consciously or unconsciously. You just put it on you as like, yo, today this is what I want to wear. So at the end of the day, you wore it for I don't know, because you like it, or this is how you feel for the day. But at the same time, you have to know where you're at. So some places, like I said, some places will accept you, some other places will look at you differently, or some people will say, "Oh, why would you wear that?" So you trying to attract, you trying to get people attention, stuff like that. But that's all the way it is, man. So it's all depends, to me.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, do you think it's appropriate where kids are dressing inappropriate and their parents are okay with that?
I won't say it's okay, but at the end of the day, some parents don't really know any better.
Like right now, it's hot, right?
It is crazy.
You know,
Yeah.
for those of you who's not in Jersey, I think the whole USA right now, it's brutal. Like it's brutal. Like it's burning outside. So it's hot. We in Jersey. So what I'm saying is, just let's say you go out, you go on the mall, and you seeing pretty much a little kid just like wearing these booty shirts and literally like crop top and stuff like that. It's a kid working around like this. And let's say like if a guy is staying for too long, they're gonna call you a pervert, like you said, right? But also, do you think it's not something that to judge the parent as of like, why would you let your kids walk around like this, knowing that there's this pervert out there? And if a guy is actually, staying for too long, and there's consequences of that, but you not, as a parent, you don't, or actually don't pay attention to your also choices, your poor choices of letting your kid go out this way.
I will say it's all about culture and social pressure, because it's normal. Fashion is a big thing nowadays.
Right.
According to a lady, Jennifer, I think on TEDx, she said like fashions accumulate about $2.3 trillion every year.
But what does fashion has to do with kids?
But whatever they're wearing, where do they buy it? That's fashion. People create it to sell it, right?
Right.
That is fashion. So for some people, that's normal because they created for them to buy it, and then it's okay for them to wear it. It doesn't matter as a matter of fact, if you look at me certain ways, that's your problem. That's not my problem. Then again, I'm the one that bought it.
Yeah.
Does that make any sense?
Right.
So I won't say ignorance, but at the same time, I think it's a culture or social pressures. Like people think it's normal to do certain things when it's not too normal, to be honest. Because if somebody stare at you for a long time, you're gonna say, "What are you looking at?
Yeah.
Are you a pedophile? Are you like, if you have a daughter for who's 6 and then you put like a tongue on your daughter, and then other people looking at them like, she's a kid. Why would you wear that? But then again, they don't know any better. They think it's normal. But now you can, as a man, you have to, hey, it is what it is. It is normal. Let me turn my face around. Even though I was looking at something else, as long as she's there, so I cannot look. Other people are going to perceive me a certain way, so I don't want that. So if she's there, I turn my face around that way. Or if she's right there, I turn my face that way. So that is a cultural pressure.
I agree with the whole culture, with the culture thing. A lot of things is it's culture, it's religion, and so forth. But you don't think there's a appropriate way to dress to specific location that you go to?
That's true.
Like you said, nowadays people go to the gym pretty much naked, babe.
Facts.
Like butt naked, like literally I can see everything, right? Do you think this is for attention, or are you going to work out? You don't have to dress like that to actually work out, regardless if it's hot outside. The gym is not hot.
Yeah, could be hot though.
Well, it could be if you know what you're doing, but Facts. But a lot of these women that are dressing like that, it's not like they're doing any crazy activities to get sweat. They're not even sweating, right? So do you think this is still culture, or?
Some people do it for sexual liberation too. They just wanna feel free with my body. I can wear, this is my body, this is my own body, so I can wear whatever I want. That's your problem. If you look at me differently or certain ways, that's your problem. But at the same time, like you said, at the gym, some people wear certain ways, wear certain clothes or certain fashion, so they expect people not to look at them. That's impossible. Like you said, we all men are visual. So if you wear certain things, that is very revealing. So obviously, one or two guys gonna look at you. And I hope you don't take that as personal, because you know, as I said earlier, consciously or unconsciously, you wore it for a reason. You woke up today, you said, today I'm gonna wear this. You probably don't know why you're gonna always use it. This is what you like for the day.
But
So.
but the topic is saying empowerment. They actually call this empowerment. So like it's like this norm of dressing, right? It's pretty much called like, empowerment, like, women empowerment. This is how they actually show their empowerment as of like, hey, we women, yeah, this and the third. So it's still part of culture.
I think like there's nothing they be saying body positivity and confidence.
Yeah.
Some people they have to wear certain things to feel confident because that's how they get their attention.
Right.
If they don't wear certain things, they're not gonna get nobody to talk to them. They're not gonna. That's how they attract people to talk to them. But where I don't like it is when you feel confident when people that you like come talk to you, but you don't feel confident when people that you don't like come talk to you. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes sense. Yeah, but that's how they call it body passivity or confidence. So they think that if I wear this one, I'm gonna feel confident today.
Yeah.
That's my thing today. I wear that shirt today. I feel confident about it. My muscle is out, so my body's out. Everybody gonna look at me. I'm gonna get their attention. That's my confidence right there. Then again, for some people,
but I feel like a lot of people think like, I think people are, from what you're saying, what I'm getting is just like people are selfish on what make them feel confident, and also what is affecting their environment or affecting the environment that they in. I would say, like, okay, you feel confident, but it's affecting society. It's affecting these upcoming kids. It's affecting this and a third, but you feel confident. Like, let's say, for example, you go to a Muslim country, right? I'm sure people do like dirty stuff over there, but their culture, it's not as revealing as USA, right? And I don't think USA was like that, like in the early,
back in the days?
Yeah, back in the days, it wasn't like that. It's just like, because USA itself, it's a melted culture. Like, it's everyone is there. Everyone come from other cultures and bring the culture here, and then we welcome them and so forth, right?
Yeah.
But when it's about, like, let's just say, for example, a Muslim country, right? Like, people are not reveling like this, but they also live their life. I'm sure they party. I'm sure they this and the third. But that's a different topic to get into, right? So I said that to come to the point where what's empowerment for you might not be empowerment for another.
That's so true. But
just because it's empowerment for you does not mean it's good for the society, right?
But that sadly, in today's society, 95% of people are selfish. They don't care about other people. They only care about themselves.
Right.
Which is that's the way it is. Which is the way it is. So we cannot change it, but that's how it is. Most people are selfish. They don't care about other people. They don't care about how other people feel. It's up to you to. That's your choice to feel certain ways. That's my choice to wear certain clothes that I feel like I'm good with, or that's make me confident. So it's up to you.
Cause like Dr. G, I'm sure like we like same generation, right? Yeah. Growing up, dude, for me, like right now, what I'm seeing right now that's super revealing, like as far as like, well, let's just talk about women that's working around, because this is the hot topic, right?
Okay. Yes.
I'm not saying men are not crazy. I mean, men are acting up too, because now it's a new world. Men can try to be women, or women can try to be men.
Yeah.
It's a new world, right? But I'm saying, like, growing up, Dr. G, what we're seeing right now on a daily basis is something that we would actually have to fucking pay money to see.
Facts, but
now you don't have to pay nothing. Like, you literally just seeing somebody just pretty much butt naked.
But if you say that,
and then you're like, oh, okay, that's normal.
But if you say that, people are gonna say the world has more evolved.
Like, exactly. I don't think this is some kind of evolvement, right?
You don't think so?
No, because think about it. On our timeline, growing up, like when we were a teenager and stuff like that, things like that was just super, super restricted, right? And imagine kids that are teenagers now. and things like that is just like, oh yeah, that's nothing. You know what I mean? Like, you couldn't really like watch porn. Like, now you just like go to your phone and you're like, porn?
That's
there you go. Teenagers, like, they have cell phone. We didn't have cell phone really growing up. We really there, like, literally we seen both of like both timeline. Cause we from the 90s, like we 90 babies, right?
Yeah.
We see both timeline and we're like, dude, like we kind of lucky. Well, not kind of. I would say like we lucky and not lucky and not lucky. Or I would say like we're just lucky because we able to actually leave that timeline where cell phone and all this crazy technology was not there, and we were still surviving. Life was great.
Great, yeah. But to us though.
To us, right?
Yeah.
To us. So what I'm trying to say is like, what is your thought of this upcoming generation? Like these kids, especially these young men and these young women too, this upcoming young men and women in this today's society, where empowerment is just pretty much like walk around butt naked. That's empowerment, right? And body positivity is just like, yeah, I'm gonna just walk around butt naked, and that's how I'm gonna show you that I'm proud of how I look, type thing, right?
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
To be honest, man, it's becoming cultural norms. Like, it's become normal. There's nothing we cannot do about it. There's nothing we cannot change. The only thing we can try to change are our kids, how they behave. Because the other day, one of my brothers sent me a video about what's his name again? The guy's daughter. She's a kid, but she's aware of what's going on. The guy that do the 10X, what's his name again? I forgot his name. So if you guys on TikTok, you guys gonna see the video. So one of my brothers sent me a video about him. So that says that the kids is aware. I don't think she's even 14, but she's aware of certain things to say that some female out there like wearing certain things that is scary.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, I'm not gonna wear this, even though he's hot. That's the excuse nowadays. He's really hot. I have to wear that leggings or booty shirt or whatever they call it. That's the excuse. But she's aware of certain things. She said, if I'm wearing this, some guy's gonna look at me differently. So I don't want to do that. I don't want to get that attention because that's not safe. Because if I go certain places, they're gonna rape me or try, which is not normal. Which is, guys, you should be able to control your temper, stuff like that. But then again, is in our nature, as is in guys' nature to be visual. When they see certain things, they're gonna look at it. Mm-hmm. You feel me? It's the same thing as for the woman when the guy talking to you. If he's gonna be able to
throw some attraction out there to actually seduce.
Yep.
To like, hey, you see me, come talk to me, type of thing, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I don't think it's like guys were built to actually see
things,
and then approach.
Yeah.
Women is pretty much to actually like
listen,
They actually put themselves in a position where we can actually see them, so we can approach them
and talk to them.
And
by talking to them, if you're good at talking, you're gonna
have a chance, right? You know what I'm saying? So like, and that's what a lot of people not actually understanding the idea of like, okay, we know it's empowerment and stuff like that, but we also have to be cautious about your surrounding and what's out there and how most men thinks. It's not like we having excuses for these bad dudes out there like pedophile and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But when you put yourself in a position where these men that don't really think straight,
facts,
you can't. As long as we feel sorry that happened, but at the same time we're like, okay, so
you have to protect yourself as well.
But this movement also gonna tell you like, well, it's not my fault if your dogs, man, cannot control yourself. Mm-hmm. But dude, you pretty much butt naked.
Yeah. And deep down, guys are visual.
We know guys are visual. I'm sure you do that for some kind of attention. You don't just do it because you want to do it.
Yeah. But then again, that's what I said. Like, it's based on your parents, how you grow up, how you were raised.
Yeah.
Actually, I remember the name. Grant Carden's daughter.
She's super.
Yeah, I don't think she's even 14.
Clever.
She's very clever.
She's
But
clever. I think you know what I think. I think he's done a great and still doing a good job raising his daughters. They pretty good in in financial and the way she thinks, and it's not like she was reading a script. And I saw the podcast, like she literally was just he literally was kind of like reading her mind.
Yes.
And see, like, let me
What
see.
she stated,
He's the type of parent that actually, like, I educate my kids. I don't let this school system does it for me.
Facts.
You know,
Which is smart though.
Which is smart.
Yeah.
Guys, for those of you who have kids, just raise your kids, man. A lot of time it's unfortunate that we still have to send them to school, but if there were if you're in a position in life where you can actually educate your kids, yourself, I'll pick that hands down.
Yeah. Then again, as I said earlier, it's the cultural and social pressure. Like in today's society, man, especially in USA, like you have, I mean, many women feel like pressure to dress certain ways, to conform the beauty standards, stuff like that, or to attract attention. Like we said it before. So for some female, like I'm glad she taught like that based on her parents, the way they were raised her. But at the end of the day, it's really cultural and social pressure. Society kind of pressure you to dress certain ways. It is normal. Why are you wearing like this? You look like your grandma. That's the thing they be saying.
It's
You
a
look like
social
grandma.
pressure.
Why would
for
you
sure.
dress like it's hot outside? You wear a booty shirt, stuff like that. Then again, they don't know about. They don't think about safety. They don't think about how anything can happen. They don't care about other people how they feel. They don't care about other people how they think. They only care about themselves. How to get attention.
Validation.
Validation, exactly.
Because like she was saying on that podcast, she has a friend of her that actually lying about her age, saying like she's 20, she's talking to grown men. Because she's able to actually get a reaction from grown men, she felt validated and feel like some kind of power. But yet again, that's so dangerous, bro.
That's so sad.
And there's a lot of creepy out there, man. Like there's a
them.
lot of bad dudes. So
Which is sad.
yeah,
Which is sad, my brother.
which is sad. So let's just say we know that culture, culture is also pressuring. Culture and society is pressuring for this type of behavior to occur. So I want to know your personal view on, let's say, if one day you have a daughter, and I know you have a son now, but one day you have a daughter, what would be the skill applied into so your daughter can actually, I guess be difference, make a difference?
Yeah. As for me, I will say that thank God, my wife she's a great model. She will be a good example of my daughter. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what you tell your kids. If you do otherwise or if you do differently, they're gonna follow you.
Yeah.
Kids don't really listen. They
don't really
just
listen.
see how you do things and then they follow. So that's what I said. Thank God, my wife is like it's a great example. So I will tell my kid, like, this is the society. This is how they perceive things to be, and then that's not the way it's supposed to be. Everybody is different. Everybody's unique. So go your way. Like, if you think this is gonna be good for you, and this is the good part of it, this is the bad part of it, I will make sure I propose both sides to her. Then she'll be able to choose based on how I raise myself, how I treat myself, how I behave myself, and how my wife behave myself. So like the example that we took, grandchildren daughters, I don't think she knows that by listening to her dad or her mom. She just watched them how they behave, and then she follows. You feel me? And here and there you have a good conversation with your daughter. You said, "This is society. How they be? What do you see?" Based on how she said or how she respond to you, you will know what to say or how to correct her to be a better person or a better individual for the world. So that's the way I see it. So as for me, I will tell my daughter the truth. And what is good and bad, it's up to you. It's gonna be your choice at the end of the day. It doesn't matter how I tell you or society pressure is a big thing. I will try my best not to allow society to influence it too much because she's gonna go to school, obviously.
Yeah.
But when she comes back home, I will try my best to influence her instead of society. Or ask my wife
Love
to,
it.
exactly.
I love it.
And how about you?
Yeah, I think you said it all. You know, if God ever bless me with a daughter, I think I'll do my best to actually be a parent. I know we had a conversation like this. I'll try my best to be her parent and maybe her friend, her best friend.
Okay.
You know, but I'll try my best to know when to separate. You know, being her best friend and also being a parent.
Facts.
Because I think it's very important when your daughter or any of your kids can actually approach you and talk to you about things. Like this guy you're talking about, what's his name?
Grant Carter.
Grant Carter. Like the fact that his daughter was able to actually express herself that way to him.
Yeah.
And was also pretty transparent by not putting any name of her friends, but she was able to say, listen, one of my friends is doing this, and this, and the third. You definitely have to be close to somebody to, enclose, something like that. And she was actually expressing herself like that, to her dad, which was pretty beautiful to watch, right?
Facts.
So that means like these two have a pretty great relationship. So that would be some kind of close similarity of what I would want my relationship to, my son. And if God gonna bless me with a future daughter, yeah. So that will be it. That will be the type of relationship. I think it's super important to actually have a great relationship with your kids. That's how I would be able to educate them, better, and actually trying to put some kind of hold on society pressure, because I know society pressure will actually be intense, But a lot of time it's not even you not educating them right, is the friends and the people, the influence, the people that's influenced them. Social media.
Facts.
Influencing them, you know what I mean? Influencers. It's a new thing.
Yeah.
All these things that are coming after your kids, I think a relationship with your kids, that's what's gonna make you stop a potential danger.
Facts.
Right? Because they'll be able to express themselves to you. Gonna be like, hey, this is that, this is what would happen, this is what I would do. You don't have to be mad and stuff like that. But if the relationship is not there, now you open the door for society to actually, make your kids make bad decisions.
Facts.
Because society will raise them for you.
Indeed.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yes, sir.
Then again, there's some female has to think of it like that. Go to a neighborhood where people needs money, and then you lay out $10,000. Obviously, they gotta take it. It's the same way, like as a woman wearing like booty short or revealing clothes. So obviously, some guys gonna look at you because they that's their need. They love it. That's in our nature. We can't do anything about it. But if you wearing certain things, they're gonna say some people are gonna say that's my choice to do certain things. But I'm just saying, like, it's just like going to a neighborhood where people needs money, and then you laying down like $1 million. Obviously, if you go out, like, people gonna take some money. You feel me? It's the same way. And let me ask you that question though. You go to the gym, so when you go to the gym, so and then the female wearing like some type of revealing leggings, so and then you take a look, and then she said that. What are you looking at? What would you be your answer?
I don't think I'll put myself in a position where I would look too long to the point that she's gonna have to come to me and ask me what am I looking at. I like we're talking about, like, you don't want to act like a pervert.
Gotcha.
But you can have a glance, like, and you already see everything. You don't have to keep staring. So now when you're staring, it's a problem. It's like it's either you love what you see, and you don't put yourself in a position where people are gonna approach you and telling you stuff that.
Okay, let me reverse the question. Let's say she passed in front of you. She knows that you're gonna take a glance, right? She knows that you gotta take a look. And then when you take a look, she knows that in the back of her head, she knows that you looked at her, and she said, "What are you looking at?" What would you be your answer?
I would just ignore her, bro. Cause I'll be like, yo, she's an intention seeker. Like, if I just take a glance, like, you literally pass in front of me pretty much butt naked, I'm not blind, bro. Just because I take a glance, just I mean I want you. I don't want to. I want to do anything with you. It's just like, dude, it's out there for everybody to look at, right?
It's exposing.
You're already exposing yourself for everybody to look at.
Yeah.
So you can't just be mad at me just because I glance at this thing. You know what I mean? So I took a look.
Facts.
So and if she would approach me and say something like that, I was just like, either walk away or ignore. Facts. You don't want to put yourself in that position, bro.
Smart man.
Yeah. What would be your reaction?
That's a good answer. Are you talking to me? I'm sorry. I'm trying to get a workout. I'm sorry. Can you let me focus, please?
Yeah, man. You know, there's people out there for that, man.
Facts.
But
yeah, I think we got a couple comments, so let's go into the comments.
What are the comments, really? I feel like people, because we were gone, and they're like, we're not really gonna talk to you guys. You know, if you guys have any comments, any, it doesn't have to be comments. Any questions
for us?
Any statement? If you agree, if you disagree, because remember, we're here to learn. From you guys, as well as maybe.
Yeah, you can learn from us.
You guys can learn from us.
Indeed.
But yeah, that's the whole purpose of our podcast, a window for a new perspective, right?
Facts, indeed.
But yeah, so the one of the comment that we have, Daphne, just say, I agree with G. I don't know which.
I don't know. Agree with what?
I don't know what she's agree with. You know what I mean? Daphne, if you can, proceed and explain what you agree.
Yes.
So if not, our podcast gonna be short tonight. We're pretty much gonna close it out.
Facts.
And we do have some good and bad news. Good and bad news, guys. G, you wanna?
No, let's conclude first, and after that,
let's conclude first.
In conclusion.
All right, so I'm gonna say shout out to you guys for being great dads. Or
who said that?
Armis, Michelle Armis.
We appreciate you, Mrs. Armis.
Yeah, Armis. Thank you. We're trying out here.
Yes.
But yeah, so any conclusion for the people, man? I wouldn't say any conclusion. I would say, do you have any motivational statement for the people? It doesn't have to be from the topic, right?
Yes.
Anything that you have for the folks, anything in mind or whatever you've seen during the day or weeks or month, and you want to go ahead and probably enlighten somebody's perspective.
Yeah. I mean, to conclude, where they're on that, wearing revealing clothes is a source of empowerment for female. I think that it's essential to respect, each woman's anatomy and making these choices and recognize that empowerment can look differently for everyone. I agree with that part, that you have to respect each other like that for their own choices. But at the same time, people have to respect your choice as long as they don't touch you.
Right.
If you wearing revealing clothes and then you expect people to look at you, that's impossible. Because as we all know, men are visual. They're going to look at you.
Right.
If you make that as a big deal, it's also your choice not to wear certain things. You feel me? If you choose to make that a big deal, the fact that somebody be looking at you differently or kind of staring at you, if you only give people power to. If they're looking at you and then you make that as a big deal, you give them power. You feel me? If you don't give them power, they can look at all day. At the end of the day, they're going to stay there for all day. So they're going to let them look. As long as they don't touch you. That's the way I see it. It's essential to respect your choice of anatomy. That's my clothes. That's how I feel confident. Totally agree with that. But at the same time, if people stare at you certain ways, don't make a big deal. Don't make a scene out of it. Because I see female making a scene the fact that somebody was 45, or the fact that they don't like the guy. If the guy look at him not even for a minute or for a good couple seconds, they make a big deal out of it. Oh, pervert! Why are you looking at me, woman? I don't want to say it, but why would you wear that and then you expect
Right.
him not to look at you? That's the way I see it. It's essential for the respect both ways, for the woman or the guy.
Right.
Know what you're wearing because you don't just wake up and then wear certain things. Subconsciously or unconsciously or consciously, you know what you want.
Yeah.
So
'Cause
expect
before you step out, you look at yourself. You're like, yep,
facts, yeah, yes,
yep.
yeah.
I see, double cheeked up,
Ah, okay.
boom, boom out.
I'm looking awesome today because if you're looking awesome,
And you're like, yeah, I like what I see, and I'm sure somebody gonna like what they see.
yeah,
You know, so
yeah, that's the way it is. Now, about you in conclusion, what is it?
in conclusion, probably not fully about the topic, but for the topic, I would just say, just be aware how you're gonna affect whoever's around you. It could be man or woman, you know. However you are, you know, either like things that you wear or things you don't wear, the way you speak, you know, be aware of how it's gonna affect the people that are around you and the people that just, you know, pretty much introduce themselves to you. Because it's easy to get judged, right? It's easy to, you know, it's easy for somebody to just judge you for somebody that you're not. So when you're aware of your consciousness, you're aware of like, you know, other people's consciousness. So you actually be more conscious about the choices that, you know, you're gonna make. It could either be, like I said, clothing or the way you speak to people. So yeah, that's what I have. And as far as general conclusion, you know, it's important to stay focused in life, right?
Indeed.
It's important to stay focused in life. You know, life is ups and down, you know, but when you stay focused, you know, you'll see why it's challenging, you know.
Yeah.
Don't see life as something that's hard, but take it as a challenge and be up for the challenge.
Indeed.
That's what I have, brother.
Yes, sir.
So before we close the show, we have some kind of news.
Breaking news.
Breaking news, guys. It is not too good, but it's
It could be good.
it could be good, but you know, we spoke about it. We feel like it's gonna be the best decision for both of us
And for you guys.
and for you guys. Moving forward, our show will be on pause, on hold, right? For, we don't know, it could be for a couple months, couple weeks, or a year. Who knows, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be on pause because we're trying to figure some stuff out. If you guys notice, we've been having a lot of, you know, technical issues. We're trying to see if we can set up our materials better, and you know,
When you guys are
the
better.
team and everything. So yeah. Anything you have to add? Dr. G wants me to finish up, but
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes. I like Mr. Pat said it, so
Yeah.
I think he said it also. For you guys, we would love to bring you guys a better show, a better be on time, and then make you guys like talk to us in a sense, like make it more open for the both of us, for you guys, for our audience, and then for
Yeah.
Mr. Pat and I. So we're gonna take a break, like Mr. Pat said. Could be 2 weeks, it could be 2 months. As long when we come back, we're gonna come back
ready
ready for you guys.
Ready for you guys for sure. That's the
Indeed.
key word. We're
Yeah.
gonna be ready for you guys, and we've heard you guys complain. We heard you guys. You know, this is all you guys complain will make us do better.
Better, facts.
And this is based on all the complaints, and we figure that it's best to actually focus more and
I'm doing better.
prepare ourselves better to give
Yeah.
you guys a better show in
Indeed.
the upcoming future. So yeah.
Indeed.
If you guys have any questions, you can always go to the comment or go to our IG page, iPodcast, and I_podcast. You can always DM us, or you can put a comment on our YouTube channel. You can always subscribe. You know, you can always share it to your friends and family and let them know. And so yeah, so we out there. We're not going anywhere. We're just gonna take a break for now, And
to do better. And then
to do better.
in the meantime, guys, if you have any topics you would love us to talk about, send it to us.
Yeah, we'll save that
on YouTube, iPodcast1, TikTok at iPodcast1, IG I_podcast. So we will be happy to get your topics, and then when we come back, we're gonna come back in full force.
Yes, sir.
And ready for you, like Mr. Pat said. So
yes, sir.
yes, sir.
Well, guys, it was great to have you guys. If any of you guys didn't have, because we know a few people did not have a chance, they're having family gathering. Whenever you guys watching this show, you can always share it to your friends and family, and leave all your comments. So it was iPodcast. My name is Patrick. Your host for tonight, and we have a co-host,
Miss Dr. G.
Dr. G.
We are
Indeed.
iPodcast.
We are iPodcast.
By the way, before we go any further, shout out to producer Nixon.
Of
always
course,
been there for us.
Producer Wixon. This would not be a show without him.
And
it wouldn't be possible without him.
Mr. Emmanuel in the background.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Today's show wouldn't be possible without Mr. Emmanuel.
Thanks.
Yeah. Producer. What's his I think producer's pages. What's the producer's page? So you guys can Shadows TV. You guys can always go ahead and give them a follow as well.
On Facebook, everywhere.
On Facebook, yeah. So yeah, guys. Anything else, Dr. G?
This is it. So this is iPodcast, a window to new perspective. We will see you guys in 2 weeks or 2 months. Don't get discouraged. We're gonna come back for you guys. Like Mr. Pat said, we're gonna be ready for you guys. Trust us.
Yes, sir. Peace.
Indeed. See you guys.